This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Birch, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another week of the Nightwing news. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is.
Hi, I'm Kristen.
And tonight we are covering another Titans story. This time, Tales of the Teen Titans number 50, covered in February 1985.
Yeah.
Make you feel old, kid. That's a cool trick. Like, the cat's tail was like right in front of your eyes.
Yeah. Sometimes I try to put it like a.
I know, but as I say, your face was almost like a mask in front of your eyes.
Like I'm Mario. Yep. It's in volume 3 of the new Teen Titans Omnibus. Look at this. Look at this sucker.
Wow. Hurt somebody with that.
Yeah, you could. Hurt myself with it, trying to lift it up.
And of course, it's on DC Universe Infinite as well.
Yes, and it reminded me that they did that kind of weird thing with, starting with issue, I think it was 40, instead of it being the new Teen Titans, they called it Tales of the Teen Titans. And it was Tales of the Teen Titans for a few issues, and then they started publishing the new Teen Titans again, starting over with a new number 1, but also publishing it also as Tales of the Teen Titans. Did that have something to do with the switch to direct market? Was it like the new Teen Titans number 1 was in comic shops and Tales of the Teen Titans were at regular stores or something?
It's probably something like that, yeah. Since I wasn't reading at this at the time, yeah, it kind of confuses me when they, jump from New Teen Titans to Tales of the Teen Titans, yeah. But yeah, I'm sure one of them was direct market just to the comic shops, and other ones, I mean, in the 80s, there was still stuff on spinner racks and grocery stores and stuff, yeah.
Okay. Because, yeah, I know for only about 5 issues, it's Tales of the Teen Titans, and there's just a few issues that are only Tales of the Teen Titans. But then, yeah, before these omnibuses came out, when I was buying old comics like 10 years ago, there are a number of issues. It might even be like 2 years worth of issues where there's an equivalent. It might be, like Tales of the Teen Titans 51 is the same as New Teen Titans number 1. Yeah. And it was like in 85 and 86.
Yeah, I'm sure they were trying to get this in everyone's hands, as many hands as possible. Because again, at this point in the 80s, that I don't know if this was their best-selling book or it was at least one of their, if not the best-selling book. Like every month there was a battle between them and X-Men.
Yeah, I think they were saying it's definitely yes. There were some Tales of the New Teen Titans miniseries, and then they started a second Titans title in 84. But that was again called the New Teen Titans in August 1984, and that's where the first New Teen Titans. This first story is another Trigon one.
Yeah.
But first, we have this baby, Donna's wedding.
Right.
Well, and as we were just talking about, Phil was saying, I'm surprised you picked this. Dick's not in it a lot, but he's in it enough. Yeah. And I picked it because it's happy. It's a wedding that actually happens and nobody dies.
Nobody blows up. That's right.
Nobody murders the minister. Nobody gets incinerated. Nothing. Only happy things happen.
And I think this is and wasn't Donna the first member of the team to get married?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she's still, she says in here that she's only 19. So.
Yes, but Terry is older.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, it starts off on Paradise Island.
Yeah, they're Holida's doing something, and we find out at the end what it is.
Yes.
And then we have Gar he's trying to be the wedding planner.
Oh yeah, Steve Dayton's mansions where the wedding's going down. The world's 5th richest man.
Yeah, I wonder if he still is in DC lore, because
I don't know.
Definitely, like we were talking about last week, he was definitely portrayed as richer than Bruce Wayne, but I don't think that's the case anymore. Bruce has become the richest. Well, maybe second richest. I don't know what Lex is up to.
Yeah, it's weird because even the TV show, and I thought some of the modern comics, it seems like Bruce is paying for stuff. So yes, I don't even know if Steve Dayton's even around. All these continuities changing.
Right. Well, he was here and he was super rich.
I don't know if it's like, I mean, I just love like this art, like Beast Boy. It's like he's like the youngest one on the team, but just from the art, he looks the hairiest.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be. Maybe it's like the Beast thing or something. Although, wait, he's changeling, right?
Yeah.
Him and his green hair. Yeah. Well, maybe he doesn't. Maybe all the other guys wax. Who knows?
I was gonna say maybe just whatever gave him his powers made him hairier.
Could be. But yeah, you're right, Joey. So this is after we've jumped over a lot of issues. So this is after Joey has come in to be part of the Titans.
Yes.
And he's mean. A lovely picture of Donna and Terry. So 80s.
Oh, look, Gar's even smart enough to hire a clown to entertain the kids so the adults can enjoy themselves at the wedding.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
But everybody wants his attention.
That's because he is serving as the wedding planner.
Yep.
So then there is a page where Raven is, because we do see that Raven is unable to attend the wedding. So that kind of is hinting at what's coming up afterwards, which is something's up with Raven. And then Vic is going with, which one's his girlfriend?
Sarah,
that's right. Yes. They're going. Oh yeah, then we get to Beast Boy's amazing tuxedo.
Oh jeez, that jacket. I'm like, where did he get that? Did Joker have a garage sale or something?
No way, it's awesome.
I mean, it probably works even better because his skin is green.
Heck yeah.
And Steve Dayton looks like he's drunk.
Yeah. Do you know much about Steve Dayton?
I think like he had some mental powers, and I think sometimes like they were like, I don't know if he was in pain or if he would just constantly hear voices and stuff. So
okay, because he was part of the Doom Squad, right?
The
or Doom Patrol.
I think kind of.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because supposedly like some of those original ones they were supposedly dead for a while, but then they, eventually, of course, they come back.
Yeah. And then we meet Beast Boy's girlfriend, Jillian.
and her pink
I
hair.
kind of forget where he gets her from. But isn't this one he's kind of getting famous?
Yeah. Oh boy, and this one little kid's like, oh, she's Tara, right?
Yeah.
No.
Like awkward.
I know.
Awkward. But then we go into this is cracking me up. This was one of the other reasons. So of course, that is like those bridesmaid dresses are like the height of 80s fashion. But now people would be like, oh my god. Those are so they're very bridesmaid, but
I just want to know who's getting paid to do Starfighter's hair and how long does it take?
I don't know. Maybe she did her own hair because it's pretty. I think maybe maybe Phoenicia just stuck the flower crown thing in there.
Yeah.
Then we have Lilith, Sharon. Who's Sharon though? Because she seems to know Gnark. Lilith back in there, but is Sharon somebody's girlfriend?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I couldn't remember either. It might be revealed earlier. I just read it, and I feel like she is somebody's girlfriend. Who she's with.
But then, yeah, Donna's getting ready with Diana, of course.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah, this is a big issue. We get Bruce Wayne eventually. We get Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah, Superman's there, but he's not with Lois. He brought Lana as his date.
Well, yeah, let's see. This is, what, right before...
This is 85.
So, yeah, I don't know if they were technically dating. I know that they weren't married or anything.
Well, right, yeah. Yeah, it says, am I doing the right thing? You and Steve never married. What was up with Steve in 1985? Do you know what Steve was doing in 85?
I don't know. It's she's a superhero. He's a spy. Of course, it's never the right time.
Right. See, there's one benefit of settling down with a history professor. Less crazy.
Oh!
Well, less crazy than being a spy.
I was going to say, yeah, people. Find yourself a history teacher.
I didn't mean it quite like that.
But
of course, as I said, people always rip on Terry Long, and he's not my fave, but I have to have a soft spot in my heart for him since history. Then finally Dick comes in, and it's so cute. Corey, you're gorgeous. She says, and so are you. And then he and Donna have their moment.
Yeah, because
if I've never loved you all my life.
Almost. So sweet. Yep, Dick, I love you.
Aww. Exactly. Aww. That's right. And pictures of the guests, and then Dick and Donna come down the aisle in their 80s finery. That is a super 80s tux that Dick's wearing too.
Oh, yeah. Look at they're all wearing that tux, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Is that supposed to be Clark Kent sitting there?
Which spot?
When they're all walking down the aisle. Like that same.
Oh, yeah. I think maybe he's in that. Yeah, he's in. Well, but we see him later when they start doing the dancing. Yeah, that is one thing. Is sometimes I was trying to pick the people out, and I could never be totally sure who was who. And I think some of them are just supposed to be like random people that we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, like this one. They get married when they're singing, and there's that border around the border of a bunch of people around it. I think Dick's supposed to be the one at the top.
Oh, yeah.
In the top left corner, and then Joey's under him, Dula, and then it's I'm not sure who the photographer's the guy that she works with, Donna works with, and then Lilith, Vic. I'm not sure. It's possible the one right above Garth is Bruce, but he might not be on. But he might not be on there.
Oh, yeah,
Corey's down.
Yeah, some of these are like Donna's family and Terry's family. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
I think that's Clark Kent right above Starfire in the bottom left corner.
Oh yeah, I bet you're right. Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, and then it's Sharon and Roy. I think it's supposed to be.
So I can't remember. It's been a while since I read this. Bottom right, is that supposed to be Wally?
Yeah, Wally. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that one's Wally, who's on page, who has the 20 in it, and then Roy's the one a couple above Starfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Yeah. I was gonna say we could cover it one day, but he's only on like one page. Like I was reading Wally's Flash #1 today, and like in the beginning, the Titans and Wally's girlfriend at the time throw him like a surprise birthday party when he turns 20.
Oh, he becomes Flash when he's 20.
Yeah,
well, that's pretty soon. That's coming up pretty soon, isn't it? Doesn't it happen in the 80s? You said it happens.
Yeah. Well, his issue 1's in 1987. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, yeah, Dick's only on like one or two pages, so it's like,
yeah, they age very slowly.
And then I think, what is it, at the end of that first issue, Wally wins the lottery.
Dang.
Mm-hmm. He buys what's at the point where it's like he has to eat like a ton of calories, just to stay even. So like it's like the first page, I think he walks into a convenience store, he's like, give me some lottery tickets and like 6 baby Ruths or something.
Good thing he wins to help afford his food.
Oh yeah.
Then I thought this was pretty funny when Questor, the butler, I guess, goes in and he sees Garth and Tula in the swimming pool, and they say they're not wearing any swimming suits, and he thinks teenagers.
Well, too, Atlanteans, like if you have to be in the water, it probably helps soak up more water if the less clothes you're wearing too.
Right, yeah. Plus, I mean, if you need to like go in for an hour every hour on the hour, yeah, why would you take your clothes off, put a swimsuit on just to get in, just to get out? Yeah. But it's just funny because
But no, that page where like, you may now kiss the bride, it's all silent. Did they release doves?
Yeah, that's what Beast Boy's saying into his wrist. Or he's saying to somebody release the doves, yeah.
Because it's a silent page. Oh yeah, I see. Okay, now the guys are opening the box. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, on page 23, doesn't that dude kind of look like Weird Al Yankovic in the bottom right panel when Beast Boy's when Gar's introducing the band?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, yeah, he's got the long hair, he's got like a mustache. Yeah. The Waldos.
Yep.
And then, at the reception, Gar's introducing the bridal party.
Yeah. They're so cute. See, yeah, and that guy looks like Michael Jackson in the back of the one.
And then we get the first dance of the couple. Yeah, I'm assuming that's supposed to be Michael Jackson because he's wearing one glove.
Yep, he is. Well, we know Sting's there because there's an earlier page where he says, "Hey, aren't you?" Yeah, there he says, "Excuse me, my name's Sting, and I was wondering, did you ever play football?"
I was gonna say, are we sure that's Sting? But yeah, it does say Sting because I think it's Sting who they said when they first created Constantine, that's who they based like his look on was Sting.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, Constantine's supposed to be British too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there. And see, right after that, that's where she says, Clark, ready to brave the dance floor? And Clark says, oh, this was a little fast, Lana. And then Mal and Karen.
So I was gonna say, at this point, I don't think Lana knows who Clark's identity. So why does she think they're there? It's like, oh, hey, let's invite our favorite reporter.
Yeah, it must be. He must use that. He must trot that out all the time. I'm everybody's favorite reporter. That's why it's kind of weird that it's not Lois with him.
I know. Although maybe Lana won't ask as many questions. Lois might be like, really? Why are we here? What?
Oh, but I figured Lois, so no. Well, yeah, that's true.
And then, yeah, Terry's meeting Maul Duncan and Karen.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's right. There are a few people that don't know stuff. Because, yeah, then Wally, Wally's in the brown with the red hair, and Roy's in the blue with the red hair. He says, just Dick and Donna are the original club members. I'm just ordinary now. And then Roy's girlfriend is like, what club did you and Wally belong to? And he says, just a youth group. So she obviously doesn't know. But then page 28, this is a great page because it has my Bruce Dick feels, but also it has some hilarity in it, which I think he said he based these women on a couple women he knew. It's based on some people he knew in real life.
Probably.
Yeah, but anyway, Lucy, Tina, Mercy, you've got to see him. This better be good, Margie. And then we find out, who are they looking at? They're looking at Dick Grayson. They say, I think I've died and went to heaven. Except every time I read that, it should be, I think I've died and gone to heaven. Just trying to get that grammar correction in there. He is gorgeous. I want him. He's okay if you like magnificent hunks. And then Margie, what a tush. I wonder what he looks like in shorts. Well, a couple of years ago, you would have known, Margie.
I mean, yeah. I mean, for those of you who think that's a new thing, yeah. Look, Dick's getting his butt checked out in 1985. So. Oh
yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get that, but I'm like, don't you think at least someone would be looking at Bruce, because Bruce isn't that, Bruce is a pretty good looking guy, and and two, he's like one of the richest men in the world. So I would think someone would be like, oh, hey.
This is a Titans book. Bruce is incidental.
Oh, okay. It's like that thing where, like, if two heroes or whatever fight, who the winner is chosen by whoever's book it is.
Exactly. Who's the hottest? Whose book it is.
Okay. So whoever wins the physical battle or the hotness battle, yeah, it's whoever's book.
That's right. If Bruce wants people to ogle him, he needs to host the wedding in his own book.
Exactly.
And then he asks how things are going with Jason. And they reference that crazy story where Natalia Knight is trying to adopt Jason out from under.
Yeah.
And Dick says, Bruce, understand I don't begrudge you wanting to adopt Jay, but something keeps nagging at me. Why didn't you ever try to adopt me? Sad face. Bruce, I've been thinking about that, and all I can say is I was probably too young and too obsessed in beginning my career as Batman. I guess I never gave him much thought back then. And then, before I knew it, the boy wonder became a man, and I realized how much time had slipped by me. But believe me, I couldn't have loved any son more. I know I haven't said it much, but I'm proud of you. Aww. That's why we're reading this issue right there, everyone.
Things are good now. We'll just wait till Jason does.
Yeah, I think it. But well, and I guess this is an easier explanation than being like, oh, well, I couldn't legally adopt you because it was the 40s and the laws were different back then, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and plus, then it sets us up for later. We get to have a whole special adoption story, another almost 20 years into the future.
And the obsession thing always works with Bruce.
Oh, yeah. Always explains it. It's good. Bruce, really. But it's like you said, I couldn't have loved any son more, and I'm proud of you. I mean, Batman, as I was just talking about last week, Batman's a dad. Bat dad through and through, even if he doesn't adopt you, even if you're not his biological son, he's a dad. Hardcore dad.
And then, here we go. The Cyborg was talking to Beast Boy. He's like, why doesn't anyone seem to realize I'm Cyborg?
And then it's one of his Mento from the Doom Patrol.
I believe that's Steve Dayton. Yeah, that's why he's probably choosing.
Okay, that's why.
That's why he's drinking. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Because he's basically messing with everyone's mind so they don't realize that Vic is Cyborg. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's why Quester said he's counting on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then Vic gets mad.
Because he's like, oh, I thought people were just accepting me, but it's all been a big cover-up. He's like, I feel more like a monster than I ever did before.
Then we get a tension that maybe something weird is happening. Because Diana's like, I feel something. So you think, is something bad going to happen? But it will be revealed in a minute.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And then we meet Hank and Don. Oh, boy.
I was going to say before that, like, it seems like half the guys at the wedding are just gathered around Starfire.
Yeah, well, just like the ladies are out. Oh, we got to oogle Bruce and Dick.
Oh, yeah. The guys are like, I bought your poster the day it came out.
Yep.
But yeah, we've got Hawk and Dove, the original. So yeah, it's they're brothers here.
Yeah, and he says, I got the impression you were older. Yeah, lately everyone's been saying that. Is that some sort of
that was like a weird continuity thing because like they had been around. I forget what it was. It's like they had been around years and years ago, and then they did like a issue of was it in Brave of the Bold? There was like some team up issue where they like portrayed them as like older. They were probably like, I don't know if they were like older than like Batman and stuff. Like they had like let them age up from when they first appeared years and years ago. But I guess here they were playing them as younger, so it's like.
I mean, because they came about in the Bronze Age, so it wasn't like they were that. It's not like they'd really be that much older than than everybody else.
But there was some story I think where it was written, and there was like a team up issue where they were written where it's like if they had aged naturally, like real time.
Okay, I see. So then that segues into our next continuity joke of Dick saying, "Dula Dent, I barely recognized you." When she's saying, no reason you should have, Dickie. My Harlequin days were 50 pounds ago, to say the least. Those were good times with the Titans, weren't they? And Dick says, yeah, I realized something. You're too old to be Two-Face's daughter. Particularly since she looks like she's older than him now, but maybe it's because she dyed her hair purple.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if they ever explained that, but I think, for a while she was saying she was Joker's daughter. She was saying she was Two-Face's daughter. It was just
right. Well, but then it's funny. She says, it took you this long to figure that out. Tisk tisk, the Batman would not be happy. So what's the truth? I think the thing is they were just making a joke that she did one of those weird things where she's born and then she ages to whatever age they want. Like, how a lot of the main characters, Dick in particular, but Roy and Wally to a lesser extent. Well, no, Roy's almost been around almost. They age so slowly.
Oh, yeah.
And they were new Teen Titans and Dick goes off to college. As I love to joke with people, he spent the longest semester ever. He goes in December 1969 and he leaves in mid-1980 and it's one semester. If I had to spend over 10 years for one semester in college, that'll be a nightmare. I did spend 10 years in college, but I came out with a PhD. Not with only a semester under my... So I think they're, making a joke because, Dula was born Two-Face's daughter when Robin was who knows what age, and then miraculously she was the same age as him, and now she's older than he is.
Well, yeah, they're calling back to a lot of old stuff because some of them are here talking about reforming Titans West.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing with Helena in some of the other continuities. She's born and then she's barely younger than Dick when they grow up. And she should be like at least 10 years younger. Anyway, yeah, so I think, is that supposed to be Betty in the purple dress?
I believe so, yeah, because they say Batgirl, but later, depending on continuity, it's Flamebird or Batgirl, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like, I don't know if it'll work. Did you ask Wally or Roy? Roy said he'd think about it, and Wally's retired. Yeah, because Wally was going back to school, and I think like around the time Crisis showed up, it was like he was having problems with his powers, like going in and out. And then once Barry died, like he got hit with some big thing of radiation, and then like right after Crisis, his top speed was like the speed of sound or something.
Wow, that's pretty fast.
Well, again, we'll get, Barry can move at light speed, but eventually Wally gets there. But
yeah,
some of it, I know some of it, again, I mean, it's like, it's always like Bruce and Dick. It's like Wally and Barry. They said a lot of Wally's problem was psychological because he didn't want to like admit to himself that he could be as good or better than Barry. These kids are all messed up.
Poor Wally. Well, then we have Vic and Gar getting back together because they're best friends. Gar's like, oh, I'm sorry. I can't stay mad at you. You were just trying to help.
Yeah.
And it's revealed that his girlfriend was like, don't be a loser. He was trying to help him. Help you. Don't be mean.
See, that was one of the biggest crimes I thought they committed in New 52 is when they put Cyborg. They had him like in the Justice League from day one, and he wasn't with the Titans. I'm like, well, you just like killed like the Beast Boy Cyborg friendship.
Yeah, I think it would have been okay if they had him in Justice League, but he had talked about how he'd been in the Titans in the past. Exactly. That he already, if it was like, I already knew those guys, but I upgrade because the Justice League is always switching. But yeah, it was kind of a bummer that they took him away from his friends. It was like him being in the Justice League, that's cool, that makes sense. But
not from day one,
but because they messed the New 52 up, he didn't have his friends. Yeah, I mean, he could have started out. He could have started in the New 52 in the Justice League. They should have just given it a longer timeline and been like, oh, yeah, he was in the Titans. He knows the Titans, but now because, Wally was in the Justice League for a long time.
Yeah.
After the Titans. Yeah. So, yeah, it wasn't so much that they put him in the Justice League. It's that they took away all his friends. Took away a lot of people's friends.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, over the years, Wally was in there for a long time. I mean, we covered those Justice Leagues with Dick and Donna were in the Justice League. I mean, just be patient.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for Cyborg to eventually be in the Justice League. It just seems like, why'd you have to take all his friends away?
Yeah, not from day one. Give it time.
Anyway, then Dick, and I think that's supposed to be Dick, is trying to participate in playing the guitar.
Yeah,
I used to play all the time.
Yeah, him and Joey are playing up with the band, I guess.
Yep. My guess is Joey's supposed to be better, by the way. Dick says, still great, right? Don't answer that.
But yeah, Donna's saying everything. The whole day's been wonderful. She doesn't want it to end.
And then we get the big reveal.
Oh, yeah, Diana takes them upstairs.
Hippolyta has come to give her blessing. Yay. That's why she was in her weird thing on the island. And that's why Diana felt something. It was.
Oh, yeah, she found the loophole. She goes, of course I'm going to, she wants to see the wedding of her daughter, and she says, I'm only permitted once to leave the shores of paradise, and as long as I don't touch the ground because she's floating, I shall not lose my immortality.
So yeah, there you go. It's like an out-of-body experience.
And Terry, she sees wisdom far few men possess.
It's because Terry's a history professor. He knows what's up. Particularly since I think Terry's supposed to do ancient history.
Yep, he knew the bow. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Then, oh yeah, isn't this supposed to be Marv Wolfman?
Where? Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, in the guy with the beard and the tan suit who's
Yeah, I think so because like he even did like a cameo when all those like the Flash and the other shows did the crossover last year. He showed up for like 2 seconds to get Flash and Supergirl's autograph. Yeah,
I mean, is George the guy with the red hair and the beard?
maybe because they'll. I mean, the pictures I've seen of George, he's like gray now, but I mean, I guess it could be.
Yeah, maybe it's supposed to be him. But yeah, I think those two are the videographers. Okay, I really love the when Joey's putting it on. Oh yeah, that must be his girlfriend. Maybe Sharon.
Well, no, he caught the garter, and I guess she probably caught the bouquet.
That's right. Joe Wilson got it. I think Sharon likes him fitting it on. Who's Sharon though? That's the thing I forget. Is she one of Donna's friends? Is she Donna's new sister or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, okay. What'd she say? Oh my lord, we'll have to dub that over. Did she really say that? That cracks me up. Oh, the 80s. Now they just say it. But in the 80s, they want us to be a little mystery still. And then they give Beast Boy a merit badge, Master Caterer.
Oh my lord! In modern times, man, he'd have like his own reality show, Master Caterer.
Well, yeah, well, that's what they have him doing on Young Justice.
Oh yeah.
He's a star. And then they're on Steve Dayton's plane, which I didn't realize you could have. Maybe I don't feel like you can have this anymore in private jets. It's just a couch. Don't you have to be buckled up?
I think once they get up in the air, like I know, like even on commercial planes, like they'll let you you could take your seatbelt off and stuff.
I guess that's true.
I think it's just takeoff and landing. You are going to be like buckled in and stuff.
All right, I guess you can do whatever you want in on your private jet. Just a reminder here, since they got married in 1985, Donna can be drinking champagne because the drinking age was only 18 then. So that's why they have their champagne. And
Well,
she shows up in a sexy Greek outfit.
Well, I was going to say too. Oh yeah, the sexy outfit. But no, I was going to say I don't know if the airspace is the same, but I know like if you get in the international waters, like out of like U.S. waters, like kids can drink.
Yeah, but there's another one, like in one of the Tales of the Teen Titans just before this, they're having a party and somebody busts out champagne and Dick says something like, I don't normally drink, but this is a special occasion. It's like when you were 18. It changes sometime in the 80s though, I think. I love you.
To peace, wisdom, and unity.
But see, wasn't that nice? It was like a totally happy. We had Dick and Bruce Fields. We had jokes about how hot Dick is.
No villains, nothing. Yep.
Villains, totally happy. Peace, love, and unicorns. Hugs all around.
I love Terry, the history professor. I had so many questions I wanted to ask Hippolyta, but I figured it wasn't the right time.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, Raven was the only one who didn't show up.
And pretty soon it's going to be revealed why. I think, let me see, mine has the dates of it. So there was a little while that Tales of the Teen Titans. Yeah, so Donna's wedding, Tales of the Teen Titans, is February 85. And they started the New Titans in August 84. So, yeah, it's Donna's wedding, February 85. And then, yeah, New Teen Titans number 5 that also came out that month, February 85, is the Terror of Trigon. So, yeah, that's why. That is why Donna is, or excuse me, that's why Raven not there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the issues here on the app. Yeah, it goes it's New Teen Titans until issue 41. That's when they start Tales of the Teen Titans.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically with the Judas contract, it starts with Tales of the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
And then you've got Tales of the Teen Titans overlapping for a bit with.
And I don't know if that's where it ends, but yeah, the last issue of Tales of the Teen Titans on here looks like maybe 57.
Yeah, but some of them are like repeats about. Yeah, because actually I've got Tales of the Teen Titans 45 is August 1984, and the New Teen Titans number 1 is also August 1984.
Mm-hmm.
So they did did like a few tales at the same time, and then they started the new one.
Yeah, you could tell they're popular because they had 2 books at for a while
exactly.
there. Yeah.
Exactly. But this is also why it's helpful to have this omnibus, because it puts the stuff in the right order for me and I know I'm not missing something.
But yeah, it looks like the last one in here at least is Tales of the Teen Titans 58 from October 1985. So I wonder if Crisis had something to do with this book ending, or if they just wanted to go back down the 1 for some reason.
Oh, well, that could be. Wait, which one did I say was? Oh, the Terror of Trigon, number 5. Well, Donna's in it, so I don't know if her honeymoon gets cut short.
Again, but next issue they could be like, oh, they're back from their honeymoon.
But yeah, she's there to battle Trigon. That's a long one too, I think. I guess not.
So yeah. I mean, this is a good issue. It was kind of different because once again there was like no menace. There was everything preceded a wedding without a hitch. No deaths, no battles, nothing.
I know. That's why.
Because not even like a Titans cliche. That's like a superhero wedding cliche. Is like, sometimes it's
like, I mean,
try to crash the wedding or something.
Yeah.
All right. So anything else on this or?
No, it's just I flipped forward because I was testing out and I had forgotten there's in one of those, remember they have those t-shirts that say "We love Gar."
Oh yeah.
That's funny. Nope, we're good.
All right. So remember kids, the next we still got 3 weeks of Titans issues the cover, because next week will be New Teen Titans number 12.
But that's from the second New Teen Titans. It's Sins of the Past or something. It's from 1985, not later. Yeah. It's the one. It's a ghost story one.
Yeah, and he's Dick is already Nightwing, so you'll know that's the one, because the original one he was still Robin. So
yeah, you open it up, and if you see Dick mostly naked getting locked out of his apartment, you're in the right issue.
Wonder why Kristen picked this one.
It's a ghost story. It's a classic one shot. Also, it has Dick getting locked out of his apartment.
And then
that's some funny things.
I know. And then in 2 weeks, New Titans 55 and 57.
Knives to our heart.
I know. And then in 3 weeks, I can't wait for this one, New Titans 65. That's when Tim Drake comes to
Tim comes to visit.
Learn detective skills, speed of the master. Yes.
That's right. Grasshopper.
And then showcase 93, 11, and 12 with that one, because that's another Dick and Tim team up.
Yes.
Basically,
and Tim being bros.
Basically during Nightfall when he comes, he's like, basically tells Jim, Gene Paul sucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dick's like, you're telling me.
It always reminds me of there's this one episode of Batman 66 where Catwoman is, has Robin dangling over some death trap, and he goes, "Catwoman, you are not a nice person." And I always think Tim comes and he's like, "John Paul, he is not a nice person."
He was choking me in the back cave.
I mean, he wasn't a nice person though. So.
Oh no. We'll get into that more. All right. So, any other
talking head? That's for the future.
Yes, that's right. All right. So, yes, do your homework, kids. Please send us feedback on any of that. Come on, Titans, go! Send us feedback. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Nightwing News on Facebook, Twitter. You could go join our Facebook group, the Bloodhaven Bulletin. And you can find links to all of the various shows we do, social media for everything, links to this YouTube channel, links to our Patreon, links to merch, links to everything, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio and Hunt a Killer. Use the code Southgate for a discount on both of those. And your library is not complete unless you pick up one Pod Life the book, now in digital paperback. Learn all about the journeys of podcasters. And two, that can finally complete your library. Go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. I don't think you got enough Dick Grayson this episode, so go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder, and read that.
There you go.
You could read it and send us feedback. What do you think? What chapters did you like?
Hopefully you like my chapter.
I was going to say, the answer should be all. The answer should be all. So yes, go pick those up. You can get those on Amazon. And when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that master caterer himself, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants. Why did your eye drift over to my box?
All righty. And I did your plug. That's right. So yeah, go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder, and say Kristen's chapter was the best. Because if you haven't picked up on the theme of this episode yet, she's a history professor, and they're the best.
Thank you. That's right. Although, sorry, Terry, medieval history is better.
Oh!
That's right. I'm throwing shade at you, Terry.
Oh, when the history professors rumble, man.
That's why I made it. That's why I made us review Nightwing 141.
That was a good issue.
It's an amazing issue. The whole run. Maybe next year when we need more stuff, I'll make us do the whole issue, the whole run, so I can wax medieval all over again.
And maybe we get Tomasi in here. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, everyone. Come back next week. More Titans fun. But until then, same wing time.
Same wing channel.
The Nightwing News.